props to Steam, man. They have come out with the goofiest hardware every single time they've tried to release hardware. They released the Steam Link. They released that goofy controller that I've got a pair of up there. They tried to release a Steam Box, which was like a pre-built Steam PC or something like that. And they took all those ideas that just failed and they just smashed it all together into the Steam Deck. And this shit is hitting. This shit is exactly what we wanted.
But talk about fixing. When Nintendo Switch fix its console because Steam Deck is out and it's the hype. It looks like it's the more superior fucking handheld ever created, even over the PSP. It's crazy. It's mind-boggling there. Mateo's got a Steam Deck.
PS Vita?
PSP.
Definitely over the PS Vita.
PSP. That's what I said. Anyways, Pucho's getting a Steam Deck. Mateo's getting... What's with these fucking faces?
Yo,
you're all fucked up.
You're hosting.
I'm hosting, and I got this dickhead here cutting me off at every fucking chance. I can't do nothing with this.
Intro the topic, Tony.
You
I
meant
tried
the
to, but you're fucking.
The PlayStation Portable that came out in like 2005.
It's a joke really on the PSP. No, it's a fucking joke. It's a play on the PSP. How shitty it was. Jesus Christ. Doyle wants to gargle that shit and fucking ruin the intro.
But Tony, what if I want to watch one of my UMDs? What am I possibly going to watch that on?
I forgot all about the UMD.
Listen, man, people still collect vinyls. That shit is a dead fucking medium, but people still collect them. So don't talk shit about UMDs.
You know what, though? You have convinced me. I'm going to go to the landfill right now and pick me up a PS Vita.
You're fucking...
Let's see what Greg Miller has to say about this.
I did tell you what, though. Versus your Steam Deck versus your Switch, Mateo. It's beefier, right? Like, it's stronger. It runs actual operating system.
Can we see size comparison? Do you have either of them next to you?
Oh, I don't know where my Steam Deck is currently. I was playing with it around the house somewhere, and I left it somewhere. Okay. It's bigger. It's definitely bigger. It's heftier. It's heftier. It's a chunkier boy. I actually think it fits better in my hands than the Switch. The Switch just feels kind of puny now and fragile, like I'm gonna break it.
But do you think,
the specs are definitely way better, Tony. Like, I mean, I can play Borderlands 3 and Control and all kinds of shit on there. I think I saw someone playing God of War on the Steam Deck the other day on Twitter. So like, it can handle just about anything that I've thrown at it. At least.
Have you and no lag, no buffering or anything weird like that, or?
Anything that I've played on it, I have not run into any issues. There's a couple of games you have to do some tweaks to. You have to change the HUD display a little bit because it gets real tiny on like the way that it's trying to display it natively. But you know, it definitely requires more tinkering than the Switch. I mean, the beauty of the Switch is it's all made by Nintendo. You put a game in there, you download a game, it's going to work perfectly because it's designed for that specific hardware.
Now,
yeah, the Steam Deck is still a PC, which means there's a 50-50 chance anything you do on there is going to work. And then you got to whip out text editors. You got to fucking play with things in order to get things to work. I feel like that's something they got to get right eventually. That's some bullshit. My game's not running because of this folder. And delete your system 32. You're like, what? Delete what?
I mean, hypothetically, if you were to do some emulation on the Steam Deck, it works perfectly for that. From testing that I've read about.
Yeah, I'm not for that. I'm definitely not gonna emulate games on my Steam Deck.
I will definitely not send you an article here later on. Then
they gotta entice them to fucking do it.
So, the kickstand looks badass that you got.
Pooch, if you want one of these kickstands, I have a spare one that I can send your way.
Yeah, send it away. Why not?
Will do.
Yeah.
Steam Deck is allegedly coming tomorrow, so I'll be.
Or how big
it's just a little kickstand like the Switch has, basically.
That shit's weak though on the Switch. I don't even trust it.
Oh yeah, it's super weak. It works, but it's weak.
That shit is...
I owned my Switch for 2 months before I realized you could pull that thing out.
Oh man.
So for me, the indicator for me that Nintendo's gonna have to come out with something beefier is the fact that they're into selling third-party games now. They're getting that chunk of change from all these third-party developers, and they have it's almost like the port system. Everything is getting ported to the Switch that came out before. So I think for me, the big indicator that they are gonna have to, maybe they'll be the console that does the in between. So like everything that came out on PS4 and PS5, the next Switch is gonna be able to like somehow port that, you know what I mean, port those games. But I think for right now, they're making so much money off of people buying. Everyone wants Skyrim again. They want Skyrim portable, so they're getting all of those sales. They're getting the XCOM sales because I bought XCOM on the Switch. It runs like garbage, but I need to have it because I love XCOM. So they're getting a lot of these double and triple sales from people that just want to play these games portably, and I think they need to consider that in order to be successful in the next. They're not going to survive off of Nintendo games. Nintendo drops like 3 or 4 games a year now. It's fucking not enough. You know what I mean? Well, maybe I'm lying. How many? I just don't see them dropping.
You're talking about like actual Nintendo games, right? Like,
they don't release enough. That's I'm sure.
They need the fluff.
Like they released Kirby this year. What else? And Pokemon Arceus.
There's a Pokemon game that comes out every year, basically. So like,
besides those 2 games, I don't know what like any notable Nintendo games that are.
Is there a Metroid that came out this year?
Last year?
Did Dread come out this year? The fucking
pandemic.
This year,
last year. I don't remember.
Yeah.
2020 to now is just one time period for me, man.
Which was weird. Yeah, but you're absolutely right.
But do you think that the Switch is actually like do they view the Steam Deck as competition though? Because I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced they do. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, Nintendo they always do their own weird thing, and I just don't know if they view anyone as competition.
I think they understand that shit evolves. They have to understand that. Mm-hmm. They have this. They're in this weird place where they're able to drop their games and then make money off of their store, off of other games, which funds more of their shit. I don't think they're gonna want to get rid of that money.
I mean, like, but think about like their previous approach to new hardware coming on the market. Like, what was around the Wii time frame? What systems were there? Was it the PS2 and the
PS3?
PS3. So they saw the PS3 and the Xbox 360 come out, and Nintendo was like, you know what we need to do? We need to make a vastly less powerful system that you control with your hands with weird nunchuck controls.
Yeah.
And that was their response to that threat. Then a couple of years later is the Wii U, and they were like, you know what? Everyone's making these super powerful systems. Let's make a tablet that has awkward controls on it. Nintendo does their own thing, dude. They don't I don't think they care.
I think they got a taste of that Skyrim money. And I think that changed. They're like, hold the fuck up. Like, we can make money off of games that we didn't even fucking produce. We're like making money off of our store. The same thing as the Apple store. They're getting a percentage of each video game sold on their store. I don't think they're going to want to give up that sizable revenue that they've been getting these past few years.
Yeah, but Skyrim came out on the PS3. So
I'm just saying, it's
the port. Skyrim money is a game from 2 generations ago. I don't think... I think Nintendo has cut out like a nice niche, which is like they get some games that are AAA on their console that are cross-platform. They get some more indie games than pretty much any other platform now. Like maybe PlayStation probably still got the lead in that, but Nintendo gets a ton of things that only come to Nintendo. I don't know what kind of deals they're cutting. But there are games that I wished were on PlayStation. Like I played like Eastward on the Switch. That Into the Breach, it only came out on the Switch. I don't know if it since came out on PlayStation or not. But that was
I don't think it still has dropped. I don't think it's dropped.
They just have a lot of little indie games like that only come out on their console. And it's like I feel like between those indies and between Nintendo games, I feel like that's where they're happy. I'm with you. I wish they made a beefier console. I wished Zelda would look like fucking incredible on the next console, but it's not. It'll look like a cartoony thing because that's what Nintendo wants to do.
Well, it's what they can push with their hardware too, right?
I don't think they have a choice.
I think next coming from Nintendo, we're going to see the Virtual Boy 2.
Honestly,
What the fuck?
like if Nintendo
use one
wants
of
to
those
fucking
things?
No, actually, that's not true. I played with one. It gave me a headache immediately.
I watched the video recently. Cue Pucho's awesome version of "Do It Now." You're playing with power. Now you're playing with power. Yeah,
My daughter might wake up.
Oh,
You fucking with me, though. It's 2-something in the morning, bro. My daughter wakes
man.
up, I'm gonna kill you now.
Reggie was using the virtual console, and he's like, "This is awesome."
honestly, if Nintendo wants to survive this Steam Deck battle that they really don't care or unaware or whatever, they need to join houses with Sony, man. Come out with a portable thing that some PlayStation games can come out on the handheld. That would be a game breaker.
I think the whole teaming up with Xbox is trying to figure out their online system, which is fucking trash. If they can't get that figured out within the next system cycle, I think they're dead in the water if they haven't adapted that very well yet.
Xbox or Sony? Who you talking about for the Steam Deck?
Nintendo. Their
so you
online
talk
is
about a
fucking garbage.
You talk about go with Microsoft instead of going with Sony.
I think they've been, I don't know if you know, but they've actually been working alongside Microsoft. They have a good relationship with each other. And I think that is like, Microsoft has always had good online services since the first Xbox 360. They have always been ahead in online services. And I think Nintendo is just coming to them as like, we need to figure out our online services. And I think Microsoft is just helping them.
You see that, Tony? They united houses, and Miyamoto's daughter didn't even have to marry Bill Gates' son.
Yep. They get to enjoy their own selections of meats.
I definitely think though that I don't know. I don't think the Steam Deck's going nowhere. That shit is once they fix the little things here and there that Pucho listed of some of his complaints. I can't only imagine what other people who actually had it for a long time already have complaints about. But yeah, if they can get Game Pass on it, they can fucking. Because I mean, from the YouTube videos, like it looks really good. Like it look like it runs smooth. I don't know how the internet browser is, because there's a video that I saw that it just turns on. Mateo, correct me if I'm wrong. It turns on. It's literally a desktop view. Then you just kind of.
It goes straight into like almost like this revamped big picture mode is what it boots into. It's all Steam OS. It's Linux based. And you can switch it over to the desktop mode and get to Firefox and do your full browser. I mean, it's a little computer. It's a handheld computer is what it is.
Very cool.
Shit, might have to get one for real.
No, I am curious what Nintendo's going to do next. I think that we're probably like 2 or 3 years out of like whatever the next Nintendo console is. And I'm always curious to see what Nintendo's going to do next, because I just don't think that Nintendo views anyone really as competition, because they have their own niche. I mean, if you want to play Mario, where are you going to play a Mario game on? You're going to play it on whatever the current Nintendo gen is.
Look at how much the actual titles sell. Splatoon came out maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. 9 million in sales. I'm like, holy shit. Like everybody who owns a Switch basically are buying the Nintendo games. I know that this month I'm buying Bayonetta 3 and Mario Rabbids Spark of Hope. 2 games right there. They got $120 out of me this month. Yep. Because they never put their games on sale.
I think
never.
You don't think the reason why that these games sell so like everybody buys a game is because they don't drop enough games? So when they drop these 1 or 2 games, everybody goes and buys it. It might be a marketing scheme for them to do that. Like
I think it's smart.
I own at least the ratio is like 5-1 for like Nintendo games I own compared to like indie titles that I've bought off the Nintendo like eShop.
No, yeah, that's why I'm just like curious because his like Doug complained about it, like, oh, they don't drop enough games, and then now it's like, oh, it's smart. Kind of, like, is it smart though? Like,
No, I think some of the games they've been dropping are subpar. I think that golf game could have been way better. I feel like Mario Aces is pretty fucking good though.
I think
But I feel like
Yeah, the Mario tennis game is good. I actually like the Mario golf game a lot.
Wait, I did not. Mario Ace is the tennis game.
yeah.
I did not like that game.
I liked
No?
it.
That I don't. Nintendo's been doing this thing lately where you don't have to work at all to get things in the game. I don't know. It feels weird to say I want to buy a game where the content is locked behind progression, but it's like without that, I have nothing to play the game for. Like sometimes I bought Mario Tennis. It has like this weak little story mode. Once I finished that, it was like I guess all I do now is play online or play with my non-existent friends, and it's like. And the game's just been collecting dust. I haven't played it since. I just felt like I wasted my $60 because I ran through like all those tennis matches in like 2 days or whatever. And it's like you played the Mario Tennis on N64, and there's so much progression. There's so much to do there that it's like you know the Mario Golf's the same way. You start that game with only 2 characters. You got to play your holes and all that stuff to kind of unlock the set of characters. And I find that without that, it's just the games don't hold me. Like I love playing Super Smash where you got 8 characters, you got to unlock the rest of the like without that, it's just not as fun. You just have them all. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, that's fair. They might have overcorrected, honestly, because like maybe there was some blowback to like starting off the latest Smash with 8 characters, and there's 527 or however many characters there are in that game. There's a lot in that game. There's a lot of unlocks.
yeah, I still think that the Switch before they drop the new one, they have to fix a couple things. Nintendo online. The service is 100%.
It will die if it doesn't have good online. I'm quoting it right now. If they don't fix that fucking online, if they don't have a completely revamped online service where you can jump into a party with friends, where if you can do the same things, they have to be competing. They have to be punching at the same level, if not close to it. They can't be this. The shit is asinine. Although I'm enjoying Splatoon 3 and I've been playing online, so much fun. They know how to create fun content. And I believe in them because I'm like, this game is fun. I'm playing with people that are fucking me up. But here's the thing. You can fuck people up in Splatoon. That's not really the point of the game. The point of the game is to cover your territory and the opponent's territory with paint. So it's not really focused on killing people. So there's like a weird aspect to the game that's very fun. You don't even have to focus on being competitive. You could just paint.
And then so fix the online services for sure, and then second, come out with more games that are fucking good AAA games. And the prices, they gotta work on these prices. Like I don't know why they're sticklers about not changing prices. Because as a
prices are only going to go up.
Only gonna go up.
Because if
I would like a sale or 2.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not the prices like the number that the game releases at. It's that these games never go on sale. Like Nintendo has a bunch of sales, and they almost never touch their games. Those games are full price forever. And it's like, bro, this sucks. Like, I want to play this game. I don't want to spend $60 on it. It's like, all right, fuck, I guess I'm not playing it kind of thing. Like, I want to buy some of these Pokemon games. I want to try them out and things like that. And it's like, I'm not paying $60 for a Pokemon game. Like,
yeah, that's the same way.
Switch games is like they are the only reason I still go to like GameStop and game resellers and shit like that, because then you can go pick them up a used copy of that game for a little bit cheaper.
Yep.
Yeah, but then I'm in the aspect of like digital. Like I like digital games.
Same.
I don't want to have That's one
If you're a
thing.
digital gamer and you got a Switch, you are fucked.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm so digital that I never even considered buying hard copies of this thing. And I'm like, let me go on Amazon and see if these games any cheaper. Like, I've just never thought of it. So maybe my problem is not as big as I thought. Maybe I'll get to try a Pokemon game sooner now. Or maybe when I get my Steam Deck, I definitely won't play any GBA, games on there, Game Boy Advance games on emulators.
Allegedly, you can
probably
even emulate the
won't.
Switch on there if you were to acquire,
I heard the DS. There's some good Pokemon games for the DS that are good.
Yeah, I played Pokemon Diamond and Pearl on the DS. It was cool.
Like, what was my fucking third topic? Keep getting cut off. Oh yeah. Also,
You were gonna introduce the topic.
no.
and you kept
My
getting
third,
cut off?
not topic. My third reasoning. I had 3 reasonings, and
What
every
they
single
need to
one
do.
just getting chopped off like a fucking piece of log in the wood.
We're just riffing. You wanted a monologue.
No, it's fine. I'm
It's
used
just
to it
your
now.
long pause, man. You do these.
There was
Sure.
no
You got the
pauses. There
Tony,
was
Tony has the
no
longest pause
pauses.
in the
There
game.
was
They're that long.
there was zero pauses. Zero pauses. It's like
you
I
should've
They
given us the
really need to
finger,
fix this online thing.
never did that. That's never happened. I was like, they need to fix the online.
Yeah, the
And then they
online.
need
Once
to-
they fit, I was like, oh shit, I thought we could talk.
Shit is
See, the long pause even made you talk, Tony. You thought I was done. You're proving my point.
No, but I'm doing exactly what was I'm done. Whatever, I lost my train of thoughts. Oh fuck.
What's
Anyways,
your
yeah,
third topic, Tony?
Steam Deck. Steam Deck would definitely. I think they're gonna stick here for the long haul. They got games on discounts for Steam. It's just that shit's here forever. That shit's not going nowhere. They found a nice little spot where it's like, okay, let's drop on handheld to see what it does. Everybody got hyped. And the fact that you can do all these things like a PC, bro,
dude,
what else do you want?
props to Steam, man. They have come out with the goofiest hardware every single time they've tried to release hardware. They released the Steam Link. They released that goofy controller that I've got a pair of up there. They tried to release a Steam box, which was like a pre-built Steam PC or something like that. And they took all those ideas that just failed and they just smashed it all together into the Steam Deck. And this shit is hitting. This shit is exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, I was afraid to buy the Steam Deck for that reason. Is that I was excited for the Steam controllers. I was excited for the Steam machines. And the Steam Link is actually a product that's actually
the
good.
Steam Link is cool as hell.
It's actually cool. I think they're hitting on that one. It could be better, but it's cool. But yeah, I was afraid of getting bought into the Steam Deck because I'm like, is this just going to be? They have a history of coming out with this hardware and then just not supporting it.
Yep.
Valve is infamous for creating things and just not supporting it. Because I don't know what the fuck's going on in that company, but they have a weird company structure where there's the CEO and then every other employee is on the same level. So all the employees
Whoa.
decide what they work on. So it's interesting. There's
Never knew
Gabe
that.
Newell and then everybody else. And everybody else, it'll be like, they allegedly, which makes no sense to me because I'm like, Gabe Newell definitely got to be yelling at these guys to go out there work on things. Like the store makes them a lot of money, so it's like, but apparently, allegedly, they have autonomy to say, oh, let's make Half-Life 3. Maybe not that one. Maybe Gabe Newell vetoed that. But like, if they wanted to develop a new game, any of the employees that are there, if they're interested in that, they'll just huddle their desks together and they'll start working on that thing. No one is directing them. It's just the employees are directing themselves. So they're pitching to their friends at work and things like that, trying to get them bought on an idea, and they're working on it. And so it's just like that structure makes it, in my mind, easy for cool ideas to get developed, but maybe they don't follow through on fully supporting it because it is not sexy anymore. You know what I mean? People get tired of it, and
That's interesting. I did not know that about the company.
It's It's creative the way they like are structured. Anybody can work on anything.
Huh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
I couldn't. It's hard for me to believe that like if one day all the employees were like, we're no longer gonna work on Steam. Like Game Newell will be like, all right, whatever. We're no longer. It's like, nah, they're raking in so much cash there that it's like, there's no way in hell that would be an acceptable decision. But
Yeah, and to be honest, like Steam Deck being so limited right now, like you can't just go to the store and buy one. I mean, you're on a wait for at least a month, I guess. The approximate
You are
time.
never going to be able to go to a store and buy a Steam Deck. You will be putting those dollars straight into the Steam store forever and ever and ever.
Okay, but that's also marketing genius, probably, right? Or we only sell it. You come to us directly on some.
I mean, it's kind of like a Nintendo's type move.
And I don't think that they're gonna ever upgrade the Steam Deck. Like I don't see. I think what, like maybe 4 years from now they might come out with a Steam Deck too. Probably. I'm like being.
Yeah.
Like how often you're gonna have to, because they could just send you an update that you could just download off the.
I mean, there's gonna be hardware limitations, and processors get smaller and smaller every few generations. Like there'll be a Steam Deck too, and it'll be in like 4 or 5 years. It'll be a similar cycle to what we see with like other handhelds and things like that.
Yeah, but yeah, fuck it, right? We're gonna see how it does or where it goes out to.
Yeah.
Switch, step your game up. That's all I gotta say. You're on the verge of fucking becoming a Vita. Don't want to do that.
Yeah.
With the
If they don't get it, if Nintendo doesn't get it right next console generation, it could be very bad for them, in my opinion.
You're gonna say
before Nintendo came out with the Switch, I said Nintendo as a company is gonna die. The Wii U is so trash that I think this company is dead. Nintendo is going to become a game company only, and they're going to release their games on other consoles and stuff like that. That was my thought, and I was so wrong. The Switch is such a hit. So even if Nintendo don't hit the same way that they're supposed to be hitting, even though they're not competing with their peers, I think they'll continue to find that niche that the gamers that love like just pure fun game experiences, or little kids and things like that. I think they're always going to gravitate towards Nintendo. I don't know.
Bayonetta would not be a thing if Nintendo didn't acquire the license for Platinum. Nobody wanted the game. They saw the potential in it, and we are up to a Bayonetta 3 now.
Is Bayonetta that good?
It's incredible. You have to play through the first game to know if it's for you, but I think the first game is such a testament to how good it is. It's like a God of War game, but like with a kick and a twist. It's really good.
It's like a sexier Devil May Cry.
Yes.
Sexy.
But an all-around better Devil May Cry.